here, Rolun. Not sure if it was a joke or not. It's hard to tell. Made a reference to reviewing me for for the presence of a patron sitting in some inquisitors.
Make certain that you do not. Especially now. If you have in the past, you should hide any evidence of this immediately.
Sollyn will sort of half cock his head, half nod. Well, up to this point, I've not felt the need to, and I don't see any need to in the future. I believe I can do more on my own than with. Why is it that now is different than before?
Investigations have discovered something that has alarmed the Lyceum in certain areas. This is one of them.
Sollyn will nod. I think the Cabal has hit. No, the Cabal, he does know because of Lady L.
Mm-hmm.
At least that fast. I'm not sure that's what she's referencing, but
right.
And
right. If you want to ask or tell her something else, you can.
Sollyn is going to ask, how she made her way to the Lyceum and what brought her interest to alchemy specifically.
She tells you that she was raised in a tutored in the occult ways and the ways of alchemy since she was a child. That and so she continues it here, and has been asked to come forward to come here and replace Nemoan, who has recently died. She did not know him personally, but after reading a fraction of his records, she is getting to know him.
Yes, I imagine that would be somewhat difficult to sort through.
Alright. Okay, and that's how your first meeting with Obrith goes. She's got a very detached way of looking at you with curiosity. Everything, she's very curious the way she looks at you and studies you. She's always studying you. Oh. And those eyes are strange. Even for a drow. There's something about her eyes where it's not just having red eyes. It's that it's the skin around them, and it's kind of got this glow.
She's got big pupils too.
Yep, very big pupils. Yep.
And on her page it said she was 19, or she appeared even 19.
Yeah, she appears 19.
That is very young.
Mm-hmm.
If is there any? Does she seem to be, when she's talking to me? Does she seem to be not nosing necessarily, but sort of generally leaning towards any sort of information that she would want to know about Sollyn?
If she's looking for anything,
Because I'm trying to think. Because Sollyn would probably tell her as long as it wasn't too.
What was that sense meadow for? That? What?
No, that was that was when I said. Okay, that was a while ago. That was when I said I came from the Shadow City.
Oh, that's right. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, I'll let you re-roll that, assuming you want to, and just for the whole conversation, to see if you noticed any special interests or biases.
All right.
Okay.
That's not bad. 10 higher.
The best thing you can get out of that conversation is that she did seem just quite curious and interested in you and your family.
Someone might ask her, if that's the case, how she came to know of the Shadow City being from the Western Shelf.
Huh?
And if she asked anything... Oh, sorry, go on.
She would tell you, she would answer that by saying that because she knows about Drow everywhere. She has studied them.
That's fair. And if she asked any particular question regarding Sollyn and his family, like anything pointed, Sol would probably answer.
Okay.
As long as it wasn't too overtly, like, as long as he didn't think it would endanger his family or himself.
Okay. Alrighty. No, nothing in particular. Pretty much what I said so far, maybe just along that line. Nothing any more than that necessarily.
Okay. Sollyn wouldn't be stingy with information. He'd be fairly forthcoming.
Okay. Alright. Do you tell her anything about yourself? Do you volunteer any information?
Sollyn would ask if she read yet about his temporary removal from the alchemical school.
Yes, I was aware of that.
Alright, I just thought it might be pertinent to have you be aware of that before I begin taking classes again.
I expect that there will be no future infractions.
No, in fact, Sollyn will reach to his neck where the small golden cask is. In his will, Namwin left me this. I believe it's a joke of sorts, a reference to it, but I figured I might as well clear it by you and inform you that it exists first. So we'll pop it open, yeah.
Opens it and sniffs it. Puts the lid back on it. Do you wish to keep this?
Is it against Lyceum rules just to have that?
Technically, yes.
The flask, yes. The poison I might get rid of, I don't believe. Did I get the impression that it was particularly like concentrated, or was it just a standard dose?
It was pretty strong.
I would not want to get in trouble again. Though I would like to keep the flask. It'd be a nice memory.
She nods. She walks over, gets another little jar and pours it into it, then hands it back to you. I will trust you to rinse it out.
Yes, of course.
Okay. And your time with Aubrith, your initial meeting with Aubrith is finished.
Okay.
Poof.
I don't know how concentrated that drow poison was, but it's probably the best thing to get rid of it.
Yes, it was.
Because otherwise it would come to bite me back in the spider ass at some point.
Now back over to the blueberry. On Blueberry Hill. Alright. Now we're back on to the 20th. Just stepping back momentarily as this is resolved. Okay. Ilaria stays there. Eventually, in several hours as the sun starts to set, there's a fucking big ass pig come haul assing. Oh, I didn't open up that handout to everybody. Wow, I'm a dickwad.
Hey, I'm getting a message on my thing that's saying my connection to the server is being interrupted.
Just leave it the way it is.
Yep, I'm just letting you know. Just letting you know in case you call me to do something and I can't.
Alright. We'll do. Okay. Can't believe I haven't opened that up before. Okay. And, the giant-ass pig with a hog knight comes riling up. Or you meet the Margrave of the Etece Meadows, Faust Tuba.
Now, did we ever meet him in Lyria at any point in any of the times we were there with all the other Hog Knights?
Did not.
Okay.
My name is Faust. Get on up out here now. He rides up, immediately asks for a report of what the hell is going on here.
Mm-hmm.
And,
I'll let Bowser tell him, like, what he's saying, then I'll put in my own 2 cents.
Alright. After he tells him everything, he kind of walks to the beginning of the bridge and stares across.
Mm-hmm.
Harpo's got a lawn chair and an umbrella now. He's sitting down here, just enjoying his time. That son of a bitch. And what does Ilaria say to Faust?
I'll tell Faust. Pleasure to meet you, Ilaria. I have a holding over in Shady Bower with Lord Gundavad. Not sure if you've heard of me yet, but anyways. Yes, well, I've been here for a couple hours now, and it would seem that Harpo is trying to get Lyriel to bring their forces here. Not for a fight necessarily, but he feels it's very important because, as your Duke knows, there are cultists to the south of here that are attempting to raise a god. He says that they will complete this task soon. If this is true, the army will be needed.
And you think this is why he's bringing them there?
That's what he told me.
Thank you, Ilaria.
I know that it's plausible. I don't know for certain if he's telling the truth, but he was a Cabal mate of mine, and I trust him, but he has been away for a while. And I'll leave it at that.
Alright. Do you offer him any recommendations?
Don't challenge him to a fight.
Yeah. We should avoid any conflict, because even all of Lyriel's army versus that, it would be a slaughter. Even if you could win. I don't think it's necessary. I think if we hear him out, we may be able to come to an agreement.
Alright. Diplomacy check. Or whatever socialization check you want to try.
Randomly start using intimidate for no reason.
Stop being a dumbass!
Tio is the Bob of Etece Meadows.
Thank you, Bob.
Okay. Tio, on the other hand, is like, we should introduce him to what it means to fucking get screwed by a hog.
Tio, I don't mean to offend, but I've seen one of those flatten a rhinoceros. Bluff check.
Okay.
I mean, it's untrue, I haven't seen it, but I could.
Alright. Well, after discussing it with everybody, listen to Tio's bullshit, And Faust will head out there to have a conversation with Harpo.
Now, does he want people not to come, or?
Yeah, he's just going to go private one-on-one with the guy.
Okay. I'll just stand on the bridge.
And they go out there and they chit-chat for a while.
Hmm?
A pretty long while. As the sun sets for probably a half hour or so. And for the most part, it seems civil. Faust makes an aggressive gesture every once in a while. But not too bad. And okay. And then Faust comes back and says pretty much that that he's pretty much got the same answer that was already given. That he's waiting to get some sort of response from the Duke.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Problem is, there's no way the Duke is going to be able to get here in within, 20 hours.
Yeah.
So, Faust tells them to take these old little plaster towers that are only 15 feet tall. And they look like they've been closed up and sealed up for a long time now. They get in there and just start opening them up. So you can hold them off with their army of 20.
Yeah.
And they kind of just prepare. As time passes, the night, it fades into night and goes late into the night. And what does Ilaria do during the nighttime?
At some point, I'd walk back over to speak with Harpo.
Okay. He'd be over here chit-chatting with everybody else.
I'd probably stay at a distance, get his attention, so I don't walk into their camps or anything.
And then he'll walk out to meet you.
How did that go?
He shrugs. He seems fairly level-headed for a Hog Knight.
Most of them are. You know that the Duke can't possibly get here in 20 hours, right?
I know.
Could I convince you to wait? I'll go to him and try to convince him to bring his army. There's no way he'd bring it in 20 hours regardless, but if I go maybe in a day or two, he could be mobilized and get here. That's probably the best you'd get. If you attack, it would be just as quickly if I am able to convince him. And they'd be down a few of their own.
I don't think it would have the same effect.
What effect is needed? You need their army here. If I can convince them to bring it, what is the issue?
I need him to feel concerned enough.
Well, I'm gonna go speak with him. I'll do what I can. I hope you wait. I'll be back, I think, look up to the sky. As quickly as I can.
Alright. But you don't have to be here. You don't have to be involved.
I do, Harpo. I can't let you do this to yourself, man. You're... Don't fall.
I'm not falling, Ilaria.
Seems like you are. I feel like you're being dragged down. I understand desperate times, but the old you wouldn't do this.
We all change. Doesn't mean I'm getting drugged anywhere.
No. Hope not.
Ilaria, I think you should go back to Shady Bower. Don't worry about Etece Meadows.
When you've ever known me to keep my nose out of anything, Harpo?
I know. That's why I was not happy when I saw Kethix, and then later when I saw you. But really, unless the Lyceum's involved here, you don't need to be here.
You know they'll get involved if you attack. They're not far away.
They might.
We got here in less than half a day.
I think the wizards are afraid of me.
I consider that. They would be stupid not to be.
Of my army. What wizard wants to take on an army of golems?
None. They're immune to most magics.
Exactly.
If you keep doing this sort of stuff, they'll have to create a spell especially for them. I'll chuckle.
They might. They might.
Well, there's one already. I'm not sure if you realize. But it's not for the scale. And I'll look to all of them.
None of them have moved a muscle yet.
Yeah.
So they don't have any.
Yeah.
What spell is that?
Oh, you know, there's a spell for everything, Harpo.
That's true. I have no idea what they've created over the centuries.
I'm only just learning myself. I've read about a spell that wrests the control of the golem from its master. But it's rather singular, as far as I know. There could be others, and I shrugged, like, I had no clue. But then again, they are tied to that, and I'll point to the crown. So that itself may not even work. Let's hope we don't have to find out, right?
I'm hoping not. But if it comes to that,
why don't you march south? There's more fighting to be done there. Maybe you could stop their ritual.
I can't do that. I would,
Because?
if I could. I have limitations.
Nod. Understand.
I don't think you do. And that's okay. You shouldn't.
You know,
And I can't
I'll
tell you.
I'll be very disappointed if I find out that she's behind this Black Citadel. Very disappointed.
She's not.
I don't think she is, but she's crafty. She's bedded with the deceiver. She's probably just as good as he is.
No, she's not.
Sollyn. I shrug. I don't know. I hope that Etece Meadows will still be here when I return. No.
Have you figured out who the third demon is yet?
The third demon. Okay. Let me look through my notes. Have we? If we haven't, just tell me.
There is a collaboration between demons
Baphomet.
going on here, remember?
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I'm asking if we have heard more than the two. Baphomet. Oh, fucking hell. I'm gonna have to copy paste all this.
Prepare your asses, everyone, for the fucking Akashic records that are John's notes.
Yeah, you might want to just go off to someone else because this is gonna take for fucking ever.
I'll let you know that one of them is Dagon.
Oh yeah. Okay, so yeah. I'll say, well, we know of 3. Yes, Dagon. Would she say? Oh, she doesn't know what Dagon's about really, so she would just fucking say him.
I like how you don't say the one demon's name, but you just casually toss out 3 fucking dark gods' names.
Yeah.
Well, she doesn't know the portfolio of Dagon really, so she
Dagon
can't,
isn't a god, he's a demon prince.
Yeah.
He's a demon prince, which
Demon
is
lord.
essentially a minor
Yeah,
god.
Yeah.
Anyways,
That's not-
Dagon,
Yeah.
the Deceiver, and what is
It's like an Imperial Lord.
Baphomet's. I have to look at Baphomet's portfolio thing or his name. Baphomet. Paizo, please, why is everything going so slow? What is his designation? Pathfinder.
Whose destination?
Designation, Baphomet, like what's his title?
Oh, but say I know Dagon's, I don't know his.
Okay.
Oh, you want to know what
And
his
the
title
Demon
is?
Lords of... Yeah, Demon Lord of Beasts is probably what she would say. Or the Lord of Beasts. Probably easier. Lord of Beasts.
So you said the Lord of Beasts, and you said Dagon and who?
The Lord of Secrets. Then I'll she'll say, I've considered that Lord of Secrets and Lord of Beasts could be the same person. Possibly. Sure.
They are.
I'm not surprised, honestly. So is there a third you know of?
I don't know how much to tell you, Ilaria.
We're fighting the same foe.
We are.
You know I won't take any information you give me that hurts you and give it to Lyceum. You know that, right? I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, but I'm deeper in
Unless
this
it's-
than you are. How deep do you want to
think-
go?
I think we're all about to get a lot deeper here pretty soon if you're right and that this ritual is going to be completed soon.
I very much want to warn you. I want you to know that. And if I had a choice, I would.
No hints? No chuckling.
Just know that I wanted to warn you. But as for the names, he shrugs. Sure, I'll give you the names. Would it matter though? I don't think you believe anything I say anymore.
I do. But I definitely take it with a grain of salt, Harpo. You've been away for a while. You have potential complications that could cloud your judgment. It'd be silly of me to just take everything you say at face value. It's the same with you and me. I just flew in from the south.
Okay.
Okay, so he's not going to give the names, or is,
Right,
or...
yeah. Yep. All right. Okay.
Okay, you're finding them, okay.
You're right. There's 3 of them, and they're working under... fuck! I just had it. God damn it.
Harpo starts rummaging through his notes like, hold on, I have them right here.
It's a mother breastplate.
Shit. See a golem with little secretary glasses just walk up to him with a notepad.
There's 3 of them. Frogs are blue. Apart from like they're the same. They always have been. He has a 3rd identity too. One he uses in Gandala. I don't know the name of it though.
No.
They're all false. They're all him. Then you got Dagon. Then you have the whore. She's the 3rd one.
Is that the one that deposed
Yes.
the other queen?
Exactly. Conspired with the Deceiver. The Master of Wars is what they call him. And he's very good at what he does. The 3 of them they're working for a greater power.
That I suspected.
I'm not sure why. I haven't been told. But I do know that they're all under the influence of this other creature. Zabanya.
Oh, yes, him.
He's the one they're bringing back. And they have the essence of a god. It's only a matter of time.
No.
They're going to resurrect Zabanya.
I don't suspect he'll go quietly into that gentle night after being awoken. It's never easy.
My recommendation to you is to go to Shady Bower and worry about Shady Bower. I know you have your duties to the Lyceum, but I think it's time you broke those vows. You have priorities more important now. And I want you to know something personally, Ilaria. I'm giving you and the entire Cabal an offer. If you wish to leave the Lyceum, I will give you a sanctuary in a Zadmir. And I will bring you in as the High Wizards of Zadmir. I will fund a new school, and your Cabal can run it. You have your own tower there, your own home, independent of my control, for the most part. You know, within, he shrugs, reason. I'm not going to let you dethrone me, but you'll have liberty. And I'll protect you from the Lyceum. No retaliation. You can do whatever you wish. You don't have to work for them anymore. Unless you choose to.
It's a fine offer, Harpo. And should there come a time that I feel that the Lyceum doesn't hold our best interests and the best interests of Harn at large, the forefront, that offer. As for going back to Shady Bower, I don't know. I can't sit by while ruin comes to this world. Sat idle for too long.
I understand.
This is how I show that I'm free. It's a poor way to do it when you think about it. Risking your life, nearly dying constantly. Actually dying a few times.
You need to stop dying, though. I can still feel
Yeah.
that, you know.
I know. So can I. I'll, like, crack my nose where it's, like, still, like, slightly skewed to the side, being punched in the face. So can I.
So when I take Etece Meadows, are you going to fight me?
Why can't you wait, Harpo? Give me a day or two just to go speak with the Duke, and I'll give you word of what he says. And then good or ill, at least you've given them the chance.
Because I need to make certain. I need to minimize all risk. And I need to make certain that they are extremely motivated.
If they motivate them against you, then you'll kill each other while the real threat is out there. Do you think they'll just turn away from you once he rises?
The only thing that unites Harn is a common enemy.
I'm not. And I think I can convince him that this enemy is real and he needs to take it seriously.
It is real.
Exactly.
And it's on their border.
He knows it's there. He knew this was coming. I warned him that it would happen.
But he has no signs. He needs a sign. And this is the sign. And it needs to be a clear one. He is not going to pull his forces off his other borders unless he feels it's absolutely necessary. He won't take the risk of leaving his other borders secure unless his capital is at threat. And I'm going to make it very clear to him that he needs to bring everything or lose everything. So unless you can convince him of that, I am marching on Lyrio.
I think I can.
So make sure he knows that Harn's common enemy is here, and his name is Harpo Killig. And he has 19 hours before Lyriel falls.
Finish the vision of realm. I'll leave it once.
No turn. Just walk back. Sit down in his lounge chair. People start fanning him with palm leaves.
Should have just assassinated or poisoned everyone else in Harpo's Cabal, so Harpo would die.
Kyle, we can barely hear you, dude.
Oh, sorry. Aridin should have just poisoned everyone in Harpo's Cabal, so he would
Aridin's
die.
a good guy, definitely not evil.
Yeah, remember who was spewing that shit?
You should have been throwing alchemist fire at their house instead of firing edge, dude.
Okay. Alright. So what is it Ilaria does?
It'll take too long to get there and back. So like he's gonna march in 20 hours, no matter what. If there's not an army there.
He needs a response, yes.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. Let me make sure I have the manas. I think I still have 2 manas. And how long would it take Kethix to get?
A medium creature, right?
No, speed goes up. Its agility goes down.
Okay. Where the
So maybe I didn't upgrade it when she went up a size. I don't know. I'll have to double check that.
Where are you, mana? Liquid mana. Here we are. Yes, I have 2. So I'm going to teleport to Lyriel.
Okay. So that'll take roughly hour and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And go. Or Duke, excuse me. Do not use the Duke.
And you're going to go see the Duke. Well, when you get there, the guard's like, oh, look, it's more wizards.
More wizards.
They tell you that, yes, that the Aerosol Dragon has come in to speak to the Duke.
Okay. That's not a wizard, but okay.
Technically, that's sorcery.
Okay. And they let you in to see him. There you go. There's a dragon in court. Alright. And he's... Kethix is just sitting at the table, just drinking a latte. Okay. No. So when you get there... they're still... Looks like they're still discussing... things. Oh, you know what? There, and the son is there as well. Okay. So the entire royal family's there. Alright, so you come in. What is it Ilaria's going to try to convince them?
She's going to tell them that basically what Harper said, like, the enemy is here, that, not necessarily that it's Harper killed, like that, you know, they're resurrecting God, and the only way Harpo is not going to attack your city is if you bring all your forces down to help fight it. And she'll be very adamant that she believes him, that this, she told them that this threat was coming, and that it is here. That they should strongly consider agreeing to the terms, and that you've got now 18 hours, roughly, for some sort of response to come from the Duke.
Alright, and he would ask you, well, what type of response should he give? I mean, there's no way he can mobilize an army within a month. I mean, he could rally the Hog Knights and just do an immediate draft right here and send them out within a few days. But to go send people out to rally everybody in all the villages, to call everybody back across Harn, it's going to take time.
Yes, it will. I think we should start immediately if you plan on keeping him from attacking you, and you'll need some sort of show that you are doing so. I've tried to convince him to stand down to a Camariel, but he is resolute. He will attack if there is not an adequate response in his mind.
Mother, says Kedix.
Mm-hmm.
The Duke gave me some information that he's just received from Jol.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently the Dothradar dwarves, Harpo killed them, and they fled to Naran. He tracked them there and slaughtered them.
Looks sad at that news. Yes, I had worried that. They did attack him. Poor excuse, though.
Well, what do you think we should do? Us.
Kethix, there's nothing we can do against Harpo.
I think I could stop him.
Shake my head. I don't know. I don't know what power the crown holds. It's strong, it stopped an anti-magic field. It may prevent other magics from affecting him. It preserve him from death. Any number of things.
Luriel has never backed down from a threat. But there is no way to fight this army. I studied all of the maneuvers in Caldor. It is impossible. This is an army that can move from sector to sector within minutes, where armies take months to mobilize.
And that is how he will get you to fight his enemy. He'll make an enemy of himself, and then when you aren't able to fight him, he'll give you the offer to join him. I suggest you join him now, and save bloodshed of your people. That's my recommendation.
You believe that he means to force us to capitulate to him?
What'd you say?
You believe he means to force us to capitulate to him?
Yes, he's basically said as much. He will force your hand.
And you believe he is doing this in some misguided attempt to unify our armies?
Yes, all of Han, in fact.
Then he will be sorely mistaken. We will march, but we will not surrender.
I wouldn't expect you to, and I will do everything I can to convince him that surrender is not needed. Simply ally against a foe.
Let Harpo Killig know that we are drafting a special treatise that if he should assassinate us, as he did the Caldor family, we are going to officially pass the crown on the precedent that there is no heir to the governance and stewardship of Eclipsia. And he will have to wrest control from them if he wishes to own Lyrial.
I'll consider that long and hard. I'm not sure of the political... I'll tell them that that's your intention.
Good. And we shall mobilize the armies. The Duke nods. Thank you for assisting us. I am assuming that you will not be helping us fight him. I will.
Okay, these... Oh, gosh. I'll talk to my Cabal. We'll figure something out.
I would be most appreciative of any protection you can offer. We have discussed this, and we are well aware that if he wished, he could simply teleport into this chamber and kill us all. We have no protections against that sort of assault.
No. So, let me just be clear. You plan to go march on him now?
I am rallying the Hog Knights to march, yes. Immediately.
No. And your aim is to what after that?
If he brings war to us, we shall bring war to him.
I see.
We will not stop at Etece Meadows. We saved Azadmir from Caldor, and if he turns on us here, we will make sure to bring down that mountain one way or another.
No. Are you staying Catholics or are you going back?
I'm going back to speak to Harpo.
Alright, you can come with me.
Ilaria. You can also let him know that Lyrial is long-standing allies with Jol and Raisha. If he thought the Dothradar were difficult, he will have the entire Dwarven empires upon him.
I think that is his aim. That's why he came here. By attacking you, he can ally 3 people against him and then against his own foe.
Well, let him know. He walks off like a little bit frustrated. He seems like he's still figuring out what to do here. And the orders are given for Lyrial's Hog Knights. Riders are sent out to every town and village. Any Hog Knight or pig squire is immediately summoned. The maidens are pulled in, and within that very night, there are dozens of Hog Knights ready to march. As other people begin to take in conscripts and organize them. Okay.
And we go back to talk to Harpo.
Okay.
God, I wish I had sending.
Really I was going to say, it would be great for you if Kurtal was there, but at the point you're in, he's still in the first world, I think.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Let's see. And gotta get this over here. And this over here. Okay. Let's see. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Da 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 da. Dun dun da da da. Okay. And hold on. There we go. Okay. Just wanted to. I'm not gonna do that. Fuck it. Shit. This damn map. Okay. And you come back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You fly in.
I don't fly in, we teleport.
You teleport in. Cathix is gonna fly.
Oh, come on. Cathix is so much faster. Whatever.
She's gonna get there before you finish casting that fucking spell.
That's true. She will. Oh, that's pretty good.
Alright, so when you get there, Cathix is already there.
Yeah. That's why I wanted her to come with me. Okay.
And, you notice she's already over there having a chat with Harpo. Bowser's over there, too. Bowser's actually standing there with Faust. And I am letting you know, Harpo Killig, Mountain Queen.
The intimidation is so good.
That if you think about crossing this bridge, you're going to have more in your hands than you can manage. Because I am going to guard this bridge. In fact, it's my bridge now. I claim it. And if you attack it, you're going to be attacking me. And you're going to piss off my father. And I will tell him.
Yeah. That's reasonable.
You're not the only one with resources. I understand. I don't think you do. Alright, anyway, that's when you arrive back. What does Ilaria say as Cathix is trying very much to intimidate Harpo? Intimidate check. She might. Oh, come on. You get advantage.
Give it your old shit.
She gets advantage because she's been doing it for fucking 45 minutes.
There you go.
There you go. Decent enough. Harpo is not enthused.
Yeah.
He's not moved in any way. Okay, what does Ilaria do?
I come back, give him messages, and just keep talking to him with plans and trying to actually just spitball on ideas to get different, do different things, like come up with a better way to accomplish his goals than attacking this place. If he still considers attacking after he knows that they're mobilizing.
Once he hears that they're mobilizing, he's very satisfied with the results. And he tells you that, again, this needs to be done. And he regrets it, but it's important. And then he says that that he is doing this. Actually, do a wisdom check. I want to see if you pick this up during the conversation, because he'll just say it rather casually. You may miss it.
Well, it's for Ilaria. That's probably true. Roll well for once.
He says that if he could do this differently, he would. But that he is doing this for Rolun.
For Rolun, why?
And then he'll stop and look at Cathix and say that I think we need to stop discussing this now. Cathix, you can do what you wish. I'll let you know now that if you touch me, you will die.
So now you're deflecting again, are you, Harpo?
And just so you know, if you touch me, you will die.
How about no one dies? I think that's a good.
Guards her bridge.
I think that's a good plan.
Okay. All right. And I appreciate that, Ilaria. I do. But I wouldn't be here if I haven't thought this through.
I'm sure you have. You know, the benefit of others is to use their brains to magnify your own. What's the point of having family?
I wish I did.
You do, Harpo. Always.
Well, come visit me sometime and we'll discuss it.
How often is our friend there?
I have no idea.
That's what keeps us away, Harpo. It's not you.
I understand. I know. But it's also why you need to go now.
Shake my head disappointedly. This could end a lot easier if you would just work with us, Harpo. And just, cooperate.
The same to you.
I'm trying.
Tell them to lay down their arms. I don't want to kill anybody.
I've told them to come and bring all their forces.
No,
They've begun that.
I mean Etece Meadows.
For its position?
They don't need to die. They're not going to win this fight. You need to make them understand that.
They won't.
So convince them.
Duke,
It would be
Duke knows that they won't.
I'm not talking about the Duke. I'm talking about Etece Meadows. If they continue to hold this bridge, they will die needlessly. The Duke will come, and he will reclaim Etece Meadows. I will give it back to him. But I am taking it tonight. Well, at sunrise. And if they fight, they will die pointlessly. They cannot resist this army. So if you don't want to fight, convince them.
I'll make a deal with you, Harpo. I will try to convince them not to fight you. And when the Duke comes, if you do not give it back, you'll be fighting me and all of the Lyceum. I'll hold you to your word. I always considered you a man of your word. I don't think you'll fail me now.
Agreed. I promise.
See that you're not you don't break that oath. I admire you for your tenacity to keep your oaths to your people. And I'm glad to see that you've kept your first two for the Lyceum to the best of your ability, considering. No. I'll do what I can.
Okay.
And I'm going to start talking with Bowser and Faust.
Alright. Give me socialization checks to attempt to convince them to surrender. DC is 40.
Okay. Yeah. Tell him that he says that he'll give it back to the Duke, and that it'd be wiser for them, even if they plan to fight, to wait until they have all the forces that the Duke is sending and themselves. They have literally no chance now. With them, maybe they can surge Harpo and then get the crown. It was like their only chance. So if they do it now, they're stupid. Or not stupid, but they'll die needlessly if they wait till the Duke gets here and he doesn't give it back. Then they have a chance. Then not a good one, but they have a chance. Oh, and I roll a 1. God, fuck.
You are too weak, Faust, to resist them. You are too weak. Oh my god. What a shitty fucking set of rolls.
They need the war. Oh my god.
Okay. Bowser is actually on your side. Bowser is going to attempt to convince them to reconsider what you're saying.
I want to do this all night. Can I get advantage on that?
He's going to give you another reroll.
Oh, thank goodness. For fuck's sake.
He convinced them to, come on, listen to what she's saying, Faust.
Whew.
Alright.
If any of them are trial +2, they're not.
Alright. After a steep discussion, it is a heated discussion, goes on through half the night, until finally, that's close enough, I'm going to give it to you. Especially with Bowser's assistance, and even Kethix. You convince Kethix with your reputation bonus with her, and she convinces Faust the rest of the way. Well, the Aerosol Dragon says that to not do it. He's like, okay. It's against his very nature to surrender. In fact, it's actually against his oath to surrender. And so he cannot. However, he is not going to
call it a withdrawal.
He is not going to have everybody else die over this.
Yeah.
So he has given the town the order to open their borders to Harpo and accept them with hospitality until the Duke arrives and deems it otherwise. And he orders everybody to abandon the tower and the bridge, where he stays behind with his hog.
Yeah. 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 We need some badass music for this last ride of this badass man. We'll see if what he does, actually.
Dun dun dun. As he does immediately.
Okay. Alright. Does Ilaria try to intervene forcefully with the Margrave?
No, he's going for, like, he's gonna defend because he has to, sort of thing.
Yep.
If I saw that, I probably would have gone to tell Harpo what's going on, and I would have told him that Faust is going to defend because he is oath-bound to, and that Ilaria would appreciate it if you didn't just flat-out kill him, if you could keep from it.
Alright. And he says that, thanks for the warning. I'll try not to kill him.
No. And
Faust gets on his giant-ass pig. Pulls out his massive fucking claymore. Comes to the edge. And says that he, Margrave of Etece Meadows, hereby orders Harpo Killig to step the fuck off the border of Ilaria. Or there will be some serious reckoning.
by me, alone, by myself.
Yes, I will fuck up your shit, Harpo Killig. And Harpo's like, I'm going to take over Etece Meadows. And Faust is like, yeah, you and what army?
This one.
And then he slaps his hog's ass. The hog takes off at a mighty, angry rate of speed. We'll just put it that way. As it gets halfway there, all the golems around Harpo for several files and lines, columns deep. Pretty much 3 by 3, all suddenly drop back into a proactive position with perfect synchronicity. And Harpo just stands there, and the 3 women casually, the 4 women, casually step up in front of him. Forming a wall of vaginas.
Indeed.
And then they cast a spell of some sort. Are you going to try to interrupt them?
No, we won't know what it is.
Alright.
I may try to interrupt him if it's like something ridiculous, but most likely no. He's like, I'm summoning the dark gods. I'm like, okay, I'm trying to stop that. But
okay. First thing you notice is that the mana is in some way interwoven and linked between the 4 of them. And it is enhanced because of it. And it looks like it is power word sleep.
No, I like that one. Cool.
Meanwhile, Harpo just backs up slowly.
So, alright, let's get this over with.
Okay. They hit Faust. He falls to the ground. You have to make a roll. He ain't gonna fucking succeed.
Probably not.
The hog continues to charge, however. When 28 magic missiles, 28 sets of 4 magic missiles, turn the hog into ground pork.
Yep.
And they take Faust, and he is now their prisoner.
Yep.
Okay. And now they got a bargaining tool.
All things considered, went better than expectations.
And then Harpo Killig vanishes and teleports away. Okay. Kethix very much wants to go and guard the bridge. But she decides to not. Come sunrise, Harpo does not return, but his Hillards take command. And even though they give no order that is visible from across the way, when the sun rises up and hits the grass and reaches the river, all of the golems at once begin to march forward in perfect rhythm. And then they just start walking, giving commands to immediately surrender. And that Etece Meadows is being occupied. Alright. And of course, they do. As much as Tio is very anxious about running them through, Tio shuts the fuck up. When the golems come to town.
Yeah, I mean, like, Tio, look. If you want to go fight him and die. I mean...
Yeah. And Kethix is like, well, I was going to kill Harpo for this, but Harpo's not even here. That kind of sucks. So now what the hell do I do? Like, yep. And, oh yeah, Harpo took Faust with him.
You said it was powered sleep?
Yeah.
Yep.
Does that exist?
Does in this universe.
Yeah, it does now.
Yeah, he just made it up.
Okay.
If it's not non-standard, then it's custom. Okay. And let's see. Alright. And they occupy the town. And Etece Meadows is occupied. Okay. And that occurs on the 21st, when Harpo Killig marches upon Lyriel and invades. Very important. News rapidly spreads. By the 24th, it has reached Eclipsia, or news that Harpo Killig has marched upon Noron, and marched through Noron and laid siege to Lyriel and conquered Etece Meadows. And then there's like one little fucking guy that used to be with Aridin, but like, it's all their fault, and he throws a brick at their house.
Damn right.
Okay. Following that, everybody is now on the same time. It's the 24th or around there. So, what?
The 28th is when or 27th is the funeral, and 28th is when Sollyn meets with Oberith.
Alright, it's now the
and
28th.
Elwalon.
It's now the 29th. Fuck it. There is a lot of time. Things kind of spread out around that. The news definitely spreads out. The Duke rallies his soldiers. Once Etece Meadows is conquered, though, they slow down. They realize they're not in as much of a rush. That they are going to be more strategic about it. And did you tell Harpo what they told you to tell him?
Which was...
what the Duchess asked you to say about...
The succession.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And I would... The entire time I was there, trying to listen, like, dude, you're... Like, I get what you're trying to do, but you're doing a little too hard. Just a sconch.
Okay. And they do. They draft up the paperwork for that, which you're witness to. And they're about to send a royal scribe, an official ambassador essentially, to Eclipsia to ask them to accept it. This is on the...
Probably one of those days, I mean...
Yeah, one of those days.
25th, fuck it!
Yep. Alright. And, it is on that day, they asked you to teleport the royal dude there.
What's that?
They asked you to teleport the royal dude there. The ambassador. Will you do that?
Do they have liquid mana at the forward camp?
Yes.
Okay, let me buy some of that. Is it the same price, or is it...
And do you tell Louis about everything with Harpo?
Yeah, I mean, they'll be like, why the hell were you gone for 4 days? Well, shit happened. And I was dealing with it the best I could.
Sacre bleu!
Yeah.
That son of a bitch!
I agree.
I am going to fuck him up!
Look at
Later!
him like, really?
Alright. And, alright. When it's time for you to teleport back.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you at? Let's see.
Maybe at the library getting my mail, I don't know.
Okay. And you're supposed to meet with them. To teleport them in, essentially then, I guess.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah. I would have flown Delirial, got the guy, and teleported back.
Okay. Alright. When you fly to Lyria, where are you staying? At the forward base, assuming, for the most time leading up to that point?
That and Etece Meadows. Kind of, for like 3 days after the Harpo incident.
Okay.
Etece Meadows.
Okay. Well, the day leading up to that, then, before you leave Etece Meadows, Harpo Killig, sends one of the females across the village to find you wherever you're staying. I don't know if you're staying in the village or not. He's letting people live there. You know, he's not like he's letting them live their normal lives, so everything's functioning like normal. He's just occupying it essentially.
I don't know. Probably, yeah. Whoever Catholics is staying, probably just because.
He's letting Catholics stay there, but Catholics is just making his life a living hell.
Yeah. Ilaria's a little bit too. She's trying to convince him, I see what you're doing, but you're doing it too hard.
Yeah. Well, on the day before, you get essentially told, he gives you a message, and he tells you that, as he promised, he is surrendering to Etece Meadows. And he withdraws that very day. They teleport away. Most peculiar thing in the world. He did all that, held it, essentially occupied it for like a week, and then before they even reached him, he teleported away.
Oh. Anyways.
Yeah, exactly. So mark the date, the timekeeper, when he invaded, and mark the date when he left. That'll go down in the history books as the fucking, it's like Grenada.
You said it was the 27th that you were heading back, or the 28th?
The
He
27th,
invaded
28th.
20. Yeah.
Did he release Faust?
It was like 21st to the 28th.
Or
Yeah,
did he
good
take
question.
Faust with him?
He took
All right, so
Faust
you're saying
with him.
on the 28th.
He took him with him?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Still has leverage.
So you're saying on the 28th, Harpo left.
So then it's really fucking weird. What?
So it literally was like 7 days of
I'm trying to
occupation,
think.
like
Hold on,
Grenada.
wait. Let me before I declare that officially. Let me think. Would he have left Faust or not?
Well, he just left. He just left. Why would he take him?
By the way, here's your dude. He wouldn't shut up. He wouldn't stop crying about his pig.
Yeah, he wouldn't fucking leave me alone.
We fed him bacon and laughed at him.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good.
Yeah, you know
that
what?
was mean.
He does return Faust.
Okay.
Strangely, Faust is 2 inches shorter.
He fed him bacon.
Okay. Faust is returned, and there is a memorial service for
pig.
his hog. Yes.
Yeah.
Died in the line of duty. Actually, on the bridge of duty, but yeah.
Did they actually eat pork there?
Yeah, they love that shit.
Okay. I thought it might have been like fucking India.
No.
Venerating it so bad.
Nope. And so that was a very strange ordeal. So now there's a lot of... So when you leave Lyriel, there's a lot of discussion of like, well, what should Lyriel's response be then? Should this slight be answered? Is that what they want him to do? There's a lot of confusion of like, what was the point of that? And how should they respond to that?
Yeah, yeah.
Very, very confused. Lyriel sends an ambassador to Zadmir just to tell him that they are very pissed off and you have fucking really, really annoyed us.
Yeah, hey buddy, fuck you.
He was given an apple to throw at him. The golems killed the ambassador. Okay. Up to the 29th, everybody's on the same timeline now. All right. Once again, I hand the reins of everything over to you. Good luck. I'm going to take a piss, and then there's nothing left to the session unless you do it. Members of the Cabal that was in the Lyceum have any response to the shit in Lyriel and vice versa?
Yeah, when I finally come back and tell you guys, like, yo, a lot of shit's going on.
Does Kethix go with you? Or is she staying in Etece Meadows?
Kethix is staying in Etece Meadows.
Alright, but she's okay. Like, Kurtal would ask about her, make sure she's alright.
She can't answer that.
Well, he's asking
I
Ilaria.
told him. Yeah, she seems to be doing fine. I mean, other than nearly starting a fight with Harpo, but yeah.
That's no different than normal, though.
Does the Lyceum at large know about Harpo's business ordeal with a demon?
No.
They don't know the specifics of it, but they do know that he was demon-touched because of the interaction with Louis.
Okay.
Okay. So
It's a rumor,
does
that
everybody
is,
tell everybody
Yeah.
everything? Okay.
I think we
Does
just have
Rolun
a general
tell them
Cabal
about-
powwow.
Yeah.
Rolun tell
yeah,
everybody
he
about
does.
his meeting.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So everybody that comes back from the north will learn that Rolun got a message from Harpo.
He thinks he thinks he sent. I don't want to say vampire. That's stupid. I don't know. Someone in disguise, probably.
What makes you say that?
I don't recall there ever being any half-elves in Zadmir. On my visit, at least.
You realize that elves are literally everywhere in Harn, right?
He shrugged.
Unfortunately.
I mean, even under the mountains. I gestured to myself.
Well, she didn't look like you. She didn't look like any other half-elf I've ever seen.
I'm not sure.
Right. Depends on what her other half is. Anyway,
So
it does seem
you-
that Harpo's sticking his fingers in a lot of pies.
What did she look like, Rolun?
He think for a moment. Domarina, but prettier.
So Balaka and maybe Anadelin.
But she had rounded ears. Or not rounded, fuck, pointed!
Yeah,
That's the
half
exact
ancestry.
opposite of rounded.
Or
That's what
could be
it said.
half orc. I mean,
So
orc
Rolun
ancestry.
says she had rounded ears. No, fuck! Pointed!
Or could be gnome ancestry or halfling ancestry. A lot of people have pointed ears.
My ears are kind of pointy.
Yeah, the big old pointy ears.
Oh, Ilaria, now that you're back in the Lyceum,
Mhm.
there was a replacement for Namwin. I think she'd like to meet with you. It's a drow by the name of Albrith.
Yes.
Do I know that name?
You do not.
Good.
She's taken me on as her student, personally.
Well, I don't know her name, so that's a good sign.
Oh, look at
What
you.
does she teach?
Alchemy.
Oh. I
There's
don't know
more than one of
alchemy.
those?
I don't know alchemy.
Anyway,
So,
it seems
she
that she has a
gives you
soft
poison.
spot for those from the Darklands.
Sollyn, if she gives you poison,
So
say
I'll meet her when you can. So, about this, so you're gonna go to Athul and try to convince them to shift their army.
would it not be a good idea?
I think it is a good idea. Have you prepared? Have you gotten the information we have together?
I'm only learning about it now, Ilaria. I need a little bit.
I'll go and help you with it. When do you plan on leaving for
So,
it?
all of you are just gonna drop what you're doing and do what Harpo says.
I wasn't doing anything in the first place. Well,
I'm
No, I'm
working
not
on a
doing-
spell, but I guess I can put it off. I ain't gonna be done
So
it
all of
anytime
you-
soon anyway.
So
Poor
all of you
Turkey.
are gonna quit doing nothing and instead do what Harpo tells you to do.
ending a war is a pretty high priority, Sollyn.
And
Harpo only
Roland,
wants to end the war so he can start another.
he only wants to end the war so we can fight this Black Citadel and this god they're raising,
Which we
That's
are
what he wants.
trying to do.
which we all need to do. Exactly. Gods do not resurrect willy-nilly. There will be a calamity afterwards if we are not there to
There'll
stop
also be a
it.
calamity once. Sorry, I can't remember his fucking name. Once Harpo and his demoness conquer Harn.
If he moves to conquer Han, we will oppose him.
Oh yeah, how's that gonna work out once he's already got it all under his control?
Sollyn, we
Mm,
understand that
so-
you're suspicious of Harpo, and it's not without good reason. But as it stands, the larger threat
Well,
is
suspicious.
the Shadow City.
The larger threat is the one you don't see.
I see that one.
Apparently.
It
Believe
is
me,
a
I see it.
it is a shadow city for a reason, Sollyn.
It's not actually the Shadow City, it's called the Black Citadel.
Yes,
Point.
the Shadow City's where I come from.
It's the
Well,
sister
excuse
city
me
is
for
what they
not
were
being
calling
familiar
it.
with Underdark architecture.
It's fair.
It's not even... anyways.
Architecture.
In any case, the Shadow City, yes, is the Black Citadel, yes, is a major concern. No one is denying that. But I feel that Harpo and his friend are merely using it as a ploy to take their own control.
And
I
what
think
if
you
they
all are
possible?
blinded by your companionship to Harpo. A Harpo that, to be honest, probably no longer exists.
And then what if you're right?
Even after he's been controlled, Sollyn, he has never broken a promise with us.
Yes,
If
especially not
you're
the promises
right-
to kill you and everyone in Eastern Lyriel.
Sollyn, if you're right and he is doing all of this to subvert our attentions, even if we devoted all of our time to trying to kill Harpo, do you think we could?
No, but I don't think you should merely jump to to suck his dick immediately.
We're trying to end a war here, and we're trying to make sure thousands do not lose their souls. Literally.
And to be fair, if Athul continues their war in Golotha, they are at a severe disadvantage now. They have the full body of an ancient golden worm. Gods only knows what they could do with that. The raw magical potential itself is outstanding.
That's a point. If Athul pulls back, then Golotha will extend themselves again.
Perhaps Lyceum should focus on retrieving that instead of doing whatever it is they're doing.
At the rate that the war is going, Athul is losing too many Herald Mages.
We need to bring this to higher ups. We can't make this decision on our own.
Well, clearly, no. Let's go visit
That
anyone
is
but
my biggest
Rolun.
concern, says Katrina.
Oh shit, Katrina's here.
Anyone but blood.
Katrina suddenly apparates. Yes.
Oh, everybody's here.
Yeah. This is a powwow.
We should go to Ulysses if he's here.
He's not.
I don't think.
I'd wait.
If
for
not,
that.
anyone else who is an Archmagus.
Other than
Actually-
Rolun, please. everybody. Katrina will say that that's my biggest concern, though, is if Harpo, if everything Harpo is saying is true
Which is
and
a
genuine,
dangerous idea to have.
how does he know it and the Lyceum doesn't?
His
Maybe it's
contacts.
Maybe it's the literal demon whore that he works with.
You do not
That-
think demons know each other.
And consider the fact that the Lyceum may know. There's a very genuine chance the Lyceum knows and has not bothered to tell anyone. It would not be the first time.
Yes, it's a very familiar trait from what I'm gathering.
Very.
I'm not sure what he's doing. I'm not certain one way or the other, to be honest. I definitely think that because of the nature of his circumstances, everything he does has to be suspect.
Exactly.
I'm not saying Harpo isn't interested in stopping Zabanyep. I'm just saying that immediately falling to do whatever he wants you to do after Zabanyep gets destroyed, should that happen, will end up poorly for everyone.
I see your point, and I'm not sold on this Athul thing. Now that they have that great Galotha has that great worm carcass. I'm not sure what they plan to do with it. That may not be wise.
Fuel is the first thing that comes to mind.
Yes.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, if I remember correctly, I owe him a favor, not besides.
What do you owe
What?
Harpo a favor for?
Taking my sister.
So, taking your sister, you're going to go intervene on behalf of two sovereign nations at war.
You wouldn't?
No.
My
that
sister-
is
And again,
Rolun.
my sister's a bitch.
Rolun, if anything, I would expect you to have some sense of equitable value.
Going in between two warring nations, my ass. I'm not going anywhere near the Golden Panther.
How do you expect to achieve a diplomatic mission? You think Harn will surrender on its own?
Get Athul to back off. At least for the time being.
And then
Golden
what? The
Pan-
Golden Panther. If you want to make both nations be at peace, you will have to go to both nations.
Well then, let's at least get one to agree to it first, shall we?
Sollyn will shrug.
Again, I
Let's
think
go
we
to a
need
higher up.
Yes. I
Okay, here's what
agree.
you're gonna try to get to.
And yours.
Anyone but Rolun.
Honestly, Wolon is the first person we should try
Yeah,
and talk to
Wolon,
because he sort
yeah.
of runs. He's our counselor for this Cabal.
Let's go to Parvella.
Who?
Is Talos in the?
Varley.
Parvarlia, whatever. I'm sorry. Names are hard.
Varlia.
The
Is
fucking
Talos-
diplomat. The Minister of Foreign
Yeah.
Affairs, you know, the person who's
Oh, her.
uniquely suited.
Are the Archsagi in the Lyceum?
Yeah.
They are. All of them?
You don't know where the Archsagi are. They might be there, they
Francis,
might not.
well, Francis here.
If you go,
we saw-
do you want to go try to reach her?
I want to try to get all of them together.
Good luck.
Okay.
Yeah.
They take your name and say they'll contact you in a few weeks.
Let's
We
So
have the
that's
cloud
not
of a
good
cotton
enough.
ball.
Sollyn is going to go find Bavaria, whether the others go or not.
Sollyn is blocked by a maceman when he attempts to enter the Exarch's
No,
sphere.
he's going to try and get in contact. He's not going to just force his way in.
No, I'm talking about trying to enter the Exarch's tier.
Oh,
And
Yeah, you're not
macemen-
allowed up that high.
No,
So-
his clearance has been revoked until he's investigated by the Inquisitors.
God damn.
So Ulysses isn't in.
Oh yeah, that's right. You can't leave.
No, that's not what this is about. Wallan has put me under investigation by Inquisitors.
Yeah, that means you
Because
can't
as
leave.
you all have said, he likes me so much.
Yeah.
As you keep trying to remind me.
I don't say that.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna let that go because honestly, he probably would have. They would have already had a meeting with you to investigate you, which is pretty much a sit down and they interrogate you and do a bunch of divining shit.
Go for it. Have you ever had contacts with demons? No.
So you got cleared. So I'm gonna let. I'll say that happened in that week or so that passed.
But you know
so.
who has.
Harpo killing.
I heard Rolun is up to
Anyways.
some gnarly shit.
All right, so
Anyways,
you try to get hold of the Archsagi. Parvarlia, you can get a hold of one of her attendants, who essentially say that. All right, well, what do you try to tell them that you need to see her right away for?
We have a plan to end Golden Panther X Athulan War.
And then elaborate more that there's a lot of shit going on, and we have a lot of information, and we need to get people together to talk about it that are above us.
Harpo
Like-
Killick's trying to conquer Harn.
No. No.
Okay.
No, Sollyn doesn't say that.
And, okay. He'll take your information, say she'll get back with you in a few weeks.
Is Ulysses here? So I finally was able to say it.
Ulysses is not in his rooms.
Okay. Let's go down the list here. Leonia is not the best person to talk to about this. But I mean, we have access to her. Is the only the only person we have access to readily.
I don't think Reynolds doing anything.
Yeah. We'll split up. I'll either me or we'll have Rolun. Rolun's gonna go try to find Leonia and have her come help.
Why
We'll
me?
try to get
Why
hold
not
of
go?
Reynolds.
Why not ask fucking Katrina? It's her
Oh,
mom.
Katrina, one of you two. Who gives a
Didn't
fuck? We're just
Leonia
getting fucking.
go with
Jesus,
Nathaniel?
guys.
Katrina's gonna go get Leonia.
Trying to divide
It
and
shouldn't be
conquer,
so
John.
hard.
Okay.
Well,
I thought Leonia went with Nathaniel to turn a head.
Yes. No.
Yes.
yes.
Yes, but they go back and forth.
Ah, okay.
Okay. So yeah, basically we're going through all the fucking exarchs trying to get any of them that will come speak with us.
What do we want them to help us with, John? I don't
We
understand.
need to tell them the fucking situation because we haven't. Like, there's not Ilaria has a lot of information that others people don't have. You have information that others don't have. We need to tell people about it so we can formulate a good plan instead of like, well, I guess we'll go here and do stuff, and then shit goes to bad, and then yeah.
You will, everybody, she will get a hold of her mama, and then she'll say, okay, her mama's agreed to meet us in an hour. So think about what you're going to say to Leonia Hart. You are going to have her ear.
In an hour, can I do something to try and open this box?
No.
Unless it just opens when I touch it.
Yes, you can. What do you want to try to do? You can have done that. So tell me what you try.
Dispel magic to get rid of the arcane lock on it first.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would try and use Shatter on it, which is a cleric spell. Basically breaks any solid object. Does damage to crystalline forms.
So you're gonna break the lock.
Okay. Alright, so Shatter, that'd probably work on the lock, maybe not once, but twice or 5 times. Okay.
Yep,
Alright.
I can give you the link to it if you want to take a look at the exact effects, but
Nope, that's fine. The lock rends, and you can now wrench open the little wooden box.
just flip it open.
You flip it open. Inside is a felt surface with a recess, and inside the recess in the same shape is a large key. The key has a head on it, like most keys do. It's also got a handle, and the handle is round like a coin.
Okay. Make hole on the lock and see if the key fits into it.
Okay. You make hole on the lock. The key does fit into it.
Does it unlock it?
Yes.
You know, Kurtal will crack a little smile, close the lock, just try and opening it with the key, see if something different happens.
Okay.
Like he will close the box, lock it, and then try opening it with the key.
Okay. When you close the box, put the key in, turn it, it unlocks. You lift the lid, and inside, you see a swirling pool of chromatic colors. You have just opened a portal to another dimension.
I'm half wondering if you're serious or not.
You open it up, and there is an extra dimensional space there. You can reach into it and see what happens.
Yeah, no, Kurtal would do that.
Hey, and time to re-roll your character.
Fist
Yeah, I'm gonna win one in the end. Yes. You reach in and you get sucked into the ether. Never stick your hand in liquid. You don't know what it is. Or gas. No. You reach inside, and you find something that's kind of wooden and dowel shaped, a little rough though. And you pull it out, and it's a gnarled, knotted, a lot of knotted little joints on it, dozens of this 2-foot long wooden branch in the shape of a Y.
He gave me a dowsing rod?
Maybe use identify on it.
Yeah, no, Kurtal would kind of look it over, see if there's any markings on it before using identify on it.
Okay. There are no markings. Except, you know what? Hold on. You gotta do a perception check to see the markings.
Alright, can you drag my... Oh, there I am. Okay, want to make sure my token's on there. Damn, that storm went through quick, but fucking hell, it was furious. Anybody else getting really laggy on Roll20?
Only every other minute. Okay.
Yep, I'm rolling it right now. Just give me a second, Shunny.
Okay. All right, pretty good. All right, so you do notice down at the base, the base of the the center part, where there's only one single branch, and you see a ring of letters right around the base where it is sanded, and there's a cap on it that goes to a point, a dull point. You see letters carved into the wood that have been sealed with wax. And what are Kurtal's languages? Just do a linguistics check.
Hold on. Linguistics. If I need to, I'll do comprehend languages.
Alright. Damn it, fix your languages, bitch.
I don't know why that's not working. The languages should be just fine.
Get rid of all commas. Number one thing. Okay.
Linguistics.
So, linguistics check. Doesn't matter. You use comprehend languages. I don't give a fuck. It is very old Retham. And it says
Sorry.
that branch is for the child known as suited Erlin. Suited Urlin.
Oh, I did spell it right.
Uh-huh. And that this is, it declares it as the life branch of Suited Urlin.
This is a part of a Kurtal's lineage tree.
Namor had that motherfucker all along.
If he would have saved his life, he never would have given that to you. He would have lived for thousands of years and never given it to you.
It's fucking true.
Namor wanted to give it to him. He just couldn't remember who he was.
He would have kept that fucking thing in that shitty box.
So he just left it in the will, like, when you find Kurtal, give him this.
Alright, so Kurtal's got a nice box. Is there anything else in this extra dimensional space, or how big is it?
Well, you gotta keep just reaching in there. How far do you want to reach?
Kurtal will go up to his shoulder, I guess. Brace himself with his other arm on the edge.
A reflex save, you pass, it was nothing, there's nothing in there.
Can I get a guess as to how big it is on the inside?
It's actually not very big. Pretty much just enough for that branch. Which is not a bad size at all. I mean, it's like 2 foot long and about a foot wide.
Okay, no, that's not terrible. Just a nice little thing to store little bits and bobs in. Mm-hmm. And I got a big chest full of squirrel socks.
Yep, and it's phased. Is the most important thing.
Yeah, if you break the lock, it doesn't work, but if you use the key, it does.
Yeah, I should have had you just fucking lose it forever when you shattered that goddamn lock.
That'd be pretty funny.
The
great thing is, we would never know that it was funny because, I mean, how would you tell us?
Yeah.
There's no one kept this thing for like 1,000 fucking years.
Anyways.
Yep. So, okay. You guys arrive at the Hart residence inside Eclipsia to meet Mama Hart. Mama Hart, Mama Hart, where you at, Mama Hart? And she lets you guys come into the dining room here, where y'all can sit down, have some tea, and chat with Mama Hart. Okay. What do you want to say to Leona, or what is it you want to tell her?
Damn.
I suppose the first thing that we'd want to do is relay everything that we learned from Ilaria's interaction with Harpo.
Yeah. And then Rolun's thing, too.
Yeah, my thing. Mm-hmm.
What that ought to be.
Is there anything you leave off?
Can't think so. Is there anything anyone else wanted to leave off of any of that? I don't think so. I mean, people know he's doing stuff. I mean, it's not a freaking secret. I'm just like giving background to it.
Okay. Sollyn just stands there like, where am I supposed to sit?
No, he's just gonna stand
stands in
behind.
the hallway.
Yeah, I was about to say, Kurtal's not even here. Like, he's just waiting outside.
No, sorry, I was fixing up my notes.
He's autistic.
Yeah, there's no place for Soul to sit, so he's just gonna sit here.
Okay.
He's autistic.
Yeah. He's just standing there staring at the wall with all three of his eyes.
Just blinking.
Okay.
Well.
Leonia Hart listens to your reports about what you found out. You talk about Illyria, what happened there with Harpo. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Do you tell them about Roland's thing, the message he received?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
And our reservations about, doing it because the Golden Panther has the body of a golden great worm, So, like, while we see the wisdom if Harpo's telling the truth, it's also an issue if Athul moves all her army away from there. Or it could be good, because then when the Golden Panther nukes the area, they won't be there.
Mhm.
Okay. Does anybody else have anything else they want to add other than those two conversations?
Well, I do know the true identity of Harpo's. What's the term? You know who I'm talking about. The demoness.
Uh,
What?
huh?
The two.
Yeah. Our
What do
friend
you-
from Swallowfeld.
Oh, yeah.
I learned her name and her history.
You did?
Her
You
name-
did? And,
You did.
it's good that you haven't told anyone any information ever.
Well, it's not her. It's not her
Ilaria
true
does say
name,
that.
so it's not as useful.
Oh, it's a
Even
birth
so.
name.
What is her name? Asked Leonia.
She is the daughter of Ludus Lamron, who is one of the founding members of the Eclipsian Order. Her name is Lucia. Or was Lucia. I don't know if she takes that as a name anymore, if it was something she cast off.
Wait, so... That's strange.
What makes you say that?
Well, that means that she's the daughter of one of the founders.
Ludus Lamron, former Mist Lord of the Broken Isles, and generally not a good person.
Alright, hold on. Gotta put a note in there. Okay. Alright. Leona
surprised he
is
wasn't.
very interested in learning the name of that, and she says good that you found out a little more about her. Unfortunately, it's not going to do anything to really protect you from her, or give any. Do you have any insights from what you've learned into her behavior, or what her motivations or aims might be?
Well, from what I learned from the first book, it was... She gained her power to enact revenge, got her father, Ludus, to be executed by the original founding members for crimes against all of humanity.
You know, I'd almost feel bad for her if she hadn't been a complete bitch before.
Boogie nods.
Uh,
Okay.
Then she was sealed away by Migrant.
Do you guys request or suggest anything to Leonia?
I think we're just trying to get a feel, like, at least, alright. Ilaria wants to get more than just one Archmagus together and, like, actually fucking formulate a plan, is what she wants to do. Is actually formulate a plan on how to do stuff, and not just piddle about.
What is it
Another
she
thing
wants to
we-
do?
What's that?
A plan to do what?
To either aid Harper thing or just be ready for the rising of Zabanya, mainly. Whether that's work with or against Harpo. I mean,
As more of a concrete thing, Rolun would say that he's open to suggestions of how to get Athul to back off.
Sollyn would emphasize, after having sat there for a while, as he's not as highly ranked as all these other people, that he recommends caution in dealing with Harpo. He thinks that this, while it is a concern, is a ploy of the demon and Harpo to gain power later on.
possibly. That's why we're coming speaking to an expert.
Yes, which is why I brought it up.
We should also consider whether we need to make this an official Lyceum action, which would involve the Lyceum in what would come from it, or should we make this an individual action, which, while it would not involve the Lyceum, we would also not have any support beyond what we can gather on our own.
And it would give us a lot less stigma.
Well, I can share a few things with you. Technically, I should not with Sollyn, for he's not high enough ranked, but the rest of you are disciples. Well, Poogie is not, but either way, it doesn't matter. It's not that sensitive, to be honest. And it's not going to matter for too much longer. We are aware already that the threat that the Black Citadel poses, the rising of a god, some of that information was already collected through walks, that there was a possibility of something of some similar capacity. The problem is that with Harpo, now that Harpo has done this, that I will have to discuss things with everyone, but that is going to confuse things. We have already been in action for a very long time. And recently that action has escalated quite a bit in the north. In fact, that is where the majority of the Lyceum is at the moment. And we are prepared for a final assault when the time arrives. Anybody wants to do a sense motive at this point may do so.
Gonna try. Fucking thing will let me scroll down.
Man, I've been on point tonight with my sense motives,
Yes, nice.
which is surprising since I only have a
Poogie's
plus
not
4.
gonna notice shit. I guarantee it. Poogie. Yeah! This hot chocolate is good. Okay, meanwhile, Ilaria.
And only Ilaria. As per usual.
What do you mean, as per usual?
You notice that Leonia hesitates at that point. As for Harpo, when she brings up Harpo again, and she kind of pauses, and she kind of gives everybody a once-over, as if she's debating mentioning something or not.
Does she look like she's going to say it, or?
And then she moves on and goes back to about the Eclipsia being in action. Looks like whatever it was she moved on, decided to not. But do you want to do anything before she continues?
No, I'll wait. I'll bring it up
Okay.
afterwards, and maybe she's like, doesn't want acolytes to know, so
And so
won't
she
press
does
her.
say that action is already in progress. That they are there, and that they're trying to stop the Black Citadel. There's nothing you've told her is going to change that she can foresee, or alter it in any way, other than the fact that Harpo is being a douche nozzle. And he's a wild card, but they've already knew that to begin with. She's glad that you came and gave her that information, but in the grand scheme of things, it's nothing that they weren't aware of, or at least preparing for the possibility of. So they're not going to be taken by surprise by any of that, hopefully. They are somewhat surprised that he attacked Liriel, or invaded, but then he withdrew, so that was weird. And
Yeah, I'll put my thoughts forward that Lyria's allied with a lot of places in Narn, especially both the Dwarven kingdoms. I believe he attacked there to get 3 nations to come after him instead of just one.
and if he is trying to do that, he could have good intentions. I'm not so sure what his intentions are. At the moment, I'm not sure it matters. If he chooses to attack us, we will have to respond appropriately. Beyond that, the only thing we can do is what we currently are doing, which is engaging the Black Citadel and trying to interrupt their ritual. As far as we can tell, though, we do not believe they've received a divine essence yet. We thought it was the golden dragon that died, but that is not the case. As far as the sources can tell, the body of the golden dragon is still with the Golden Panther.
He says they have, and our Catholics, they got a few of our scales, blood and flesh.
Honestly, I do not believe that would be enough. I'm not sure. It's possible.
Well, who said it had to be a good godling?
Or
And who's to
even-
say that they haven't found other pieces?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to ask. One time we visited through Neuron. They said wizards came and took one of the platinum dragons there. Lyceum wizards, is that the case?
The Lyceum never took any dragons. Not from Noron.
Well,
Well, that answers that
we
question,
found
doesn't it?
where the godling came from.
Then they do have one.
Most likely, if it was them.
A young one, although who's to say it hasn't been killed already? And we do know that the preferred tactic that they displayed while in the area before they were run out was to disguise themselves as...
Well, I will give them that information. It may cause us to escalate things, but we're moving about as fast as we can on that end to begin with. I'm not sure what Zodia's Fane plans to do, but I believe there's going to be a final confrontation and a final assault, at least planned for on our end. I'm hoping that the information that they've acquired is accurate, and that we will not be too late. If you believe they've taken that dragon, then they've already had it, and they've had it for a while. That's why we didn't suspect they had one from another source. Because if they had, they would have done it already.
No.
We didn't suspect anything because at the time there was an influx of dragon blood and we thought it was just the Lyceum taking an offensive action on Naran.
But it could have been rogue wizards too. Paddock or their ilk, likely.
If you wish, I can help you to teleport somewhere. I can get you a meeting with one of the Archsagi. But if you're under the impression that we are doing nothing, you're foolish.
Far from it. I think we're all under the impression that while you are under action, we have simply just not been informed of it for reasons best known to yourselves.
No, I've seen the action.
You've seen the fighting.
Shrug. Just feeling like there's... Looking for direction, I guess is the best way to put it. Looking for something at the end of the tunnel, not just waiting for the final confrontation. I don't like waiting. I got a long life ahead of me to do it.
I understand that. Your Cabal has been through a lot. You have worked with us on many very important tasks. You do not need to be involved in this fight. Not yet. If you wish to be involved, you may. We are utilizing everyone. Every resource we have. But we have given you a reprieve as much as possible because you have done so much for us in the past. Eventually you will be called into service, but for now, you're given a moment's respite. If you don't want this, and you want put to task, I shall.
Perhaps we could use a little more time. I've come into something that could provide us with some benefits to the Lyceum as a whole if it pans out properly.
Yes, we have things to busy ourselves. I believe we are fine for a while.
Yes, I'll be heading back to the front line myself, but I'm not sure.
She smiles and nods and says, and as for going to Athul, I personally would not do that. In fact, I personally am not recommending it. If you do go, I strongly, however, do not recommend going anywhere near the Golden Panther.
I think out of any of us here, the only one he would invite within range is myself, and that's only because I have personal invitation.
Mm-hmm. I second that. I don't plan to.
The Golden Panther is unstable. More importantly, his kingdom is unstable. He is not in control.
What? Hello?
She said he is not in control.
Not what? Important?
In
He
control.
is not in control.
Everyone's breaking up as soon as they try to say that fucking word.
Control, John. Control.
Okay, there you go. Every single time. In. Yes?
So, alright. That's how your meeting with Leonia goes.
Kurtal would actually do two things before everybody separated. First thing would be he's going to ask Katrina if she has a moment to speak with him after he has a moment to speak with Leonia, if she would be alright with that.
Wait, you want to speak with Katrina and Leonia alone, or just her?
I want to speak with Katrina after I speak with Leonia, if Leonia is alright with meeting with Kurtal privately for a moment.
Well, get in fucking line. I said it first.
Okay. Who all wants to have a private chat with Leonia?
No, Ilaria doesn't care if Kurtal's there, honestly. It doesn't have to be private. She waits for her Sollyn and Poogie to get out.
You fucking perverts.
I'm going to Athul.
Wow, you're keeping information from Sollyn again.
Alright. So.
Go to bowl, buddy.
Kurtal, do you want to do it privately, or can Ilaria be there?
She can be there. I mean,
Yeah,
it's up to her if she wants to stay.
Alright.
Yeah, mine's not like super thing. I was just waiting for lower ranks to get out in case that was the issue.
Okay.
I was speaking up. Before you almost mentioned something about Harpo. I'll say as I'm getting out, like ready to leave. Was it? Did you not say it because there were acolytes in the room, or do you just not wish to speak about it?
What do you mean?
I smile at her. I intuited that you were holding back something about Harpo.
No, I believe you're paranoid.
Time to sense mode of this.
No,
Eh?
Drop the ball.
She smiles at you sweetly, and it's very believable.
Yeah, I'll shrug. Possibly. Alright then, I'll just leave.
Kurtal?
From what I was able to gather speaking with Katrina, and to be honest, a very lucky guess, Nathaniel is hunting for the raiments of the Pharaoh in Ternuheth, yes?
Who told you that?
I gathered some information. I want to assist him.
How so?
First, let it be said, I'm aware that he and I do not see eye to eye, and I'm sure you've noticed. But, that being said, if Ternuheth was to be united under one monarch, for lack of a better term, Pharaoh, that's right, then it would be better for the coming troubles that are to be had. Anyway, that book I mentioned earlier, where I found the information on the daughter of Ludus, also had information on Rondab-Nito Tet-Nor, who was brother to Sarkum the Undying, who, as I'm sure you're aware, was the last pharaoh, officially to Ternubia. Well, Ternuheth. He wanted to become Ternubia again. Anyway, I would wager that Rondab-Nito still has the raiment somewhere, and it said in the book that he had a desert haven that he kept. And that it was assaulted in... Not precisely, but it was assaulted in 1227 AR, attacked by a coordinated assault of wizards. They used a lot of fire magic and poison, which suggested that it was the oldest Serpent Kings.
Would you be willing to give me that book?
You'll have to ask Katrina about that, honestly. I read the book because I borrowed it from her. She's the one who loves to gather information.
Oh,
If you want
it's her book.
It was a book we discovered. She's the one who keeps it because she's the one who likes to keep information and learn the most of history.
Jesus. What
like
a fucking dirty mouthful of words that was.
I love the way you worded that. Like, here you are in a Wizard's Lyceum, and you're like, she's the one that likes to learn.
You're
Right, I did say the most
The
about
rest of us
trying
are
to
just
learn
dipshits.
about shit. Laura's like, hey, so what's going on? Not trying
I
to
said
learn.
the most about history.
You got through a history eventually, but you fucking danced the fuck around it.
I know, that's fine. Okay. Okay.
I burped in the middle of my sentence. Sorry for going through weird tonalities.
So Leonia says that she would. Okay, she's very impressed. With that, she'd be happy for whatever information you give her on that, or Nathaniel. She's sure unless you want to give it directly to Nathaniel.
No. Well, mostly because Nathaniel's busy, and I'm pretty sure that there would be some sparks flying in the room. The most I can give you, as a term for a location at least, is to examine the Pit of the Lost in Ternuheth. Rondab-Nito had a haven there, and Koskal Uriel had business there as well, a place where they could hide away from Sarkum. And it does line up enough that Era would have been active around their time. If
I
not
believe
there,
my husband already knows some of this. I'm not sure how much.
well, at the very least, if you can't get a location from the book, you have the ability to look into the past actions of the old Serpent Kings. I'm sure he has enough pull in turn to have to at least start looking into that.
Thank you, Kurtal. She takes the information. You get a diplomacy check with Leonia.
Yeah, Kurtal's very much on a stint of the devil you know versus the devil you don't.
Alright. Okay.
Yeah, ain't shit.
She thanks you. She leans forward and gives you a kiss on the cheek.
Look at you, get some sugar.
Yeah, Kurtal will bow and thank her for her time, and then we'll step out and see if Katrina's there, because he did want to ask her to give him a hand with something.
Alright. Katrina, can you give me a hand with something? And then you drop your pants.
She'd probably kill you.
Alright. So is this something you want to do privately as well?
No, this is something that the Cabal can know about, because I'm sure they'd be interested as well.
Okay. Alright. So she's like, yeah. What do you need, Kurtal?
Well, everybody here knows that I got something from Namwin from his will. I'm pretty sure we all got something from Namwin from his will. And it was this. And he will pull out the gnarled branch. This is a branch from the lineage tree of the Rolun family. For suited Rolun.
Hey, anybody
Why?
wants to do
Good.
a planes check or an arcana check with penalty may do so.
Oh,
What
he
if-
has planes now.
What if I'm not there?
This.
Where the fuck are you? You're right there, you dipshit.
What do you
He
mean?
walked out and immediately teleported.
Just do a
to
planes
Athul.
check, dude. You
Alright.
hung around to wait for the rest of us.
Alright, now Rolun immediately teleported to Athul. Fuck him.
I didn't say I'd teleport. I was gonna take the fucking boat.
Okay.
Okay.
Fuck that.
Okay.
Yes.
Rolun. Do you have any knowledge local and anywhere other than the material plane?
Oh, no, of course not.
Okay.
It's the answer, Thomas.
Rolun,
Yes.
you know something about that, and I'm going to tell it to you now.
Ooh.
And then I'm going to laugh, because he will tell nobody.
Yeah. God, look what we have to fucking deal with constantly. They never tell us shit.
Everyone's secretly in intercompany gatekeeper.
I don't think anyone's ever told Sollyn anything.
Oh,
no,
shut
Ilaria
up.
tries, man. She's just never fucking there because she has shit to do. Come to the front lines with her and she'll tell you a bunch of shit.
Sollyn's not gonna go die for the Lyceum on the front lines, especially since he's not allowed to leave.
Come fight for your right to party. Or
Especially because Rolun works there.
come almost die every day, and I might share some.
I mean, you gotta be near her for her to be able to talk to you, and that's literally all it is.
I hate it. Every time I roll plates, I get to it. It's like,
God,
Shit.
was that you typing or John?
That's him. What am I typing about? Shit.
I don't know, dude. Updating the Akashic records.
I mean, nothing's happened.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get food.
What is that word?
The Akashic records?
No, not.
Which one?
No. The one that sticks out.
The one with the N?
Yes. It's like, I've never heard that, I don't think.
I will let you know.
Actually. I know. I told them. I don't fucking know it.
Okay.
Oh, you mean like the... Oh, I know what those are. I just don't know by that name. Okay, I know. Okay. Jesus
Does he
Christ.
say anything?
I missed it. Oops. Yeah, I've been.
Jesus, this is just a piece of wood. What the fuck?
That's what we call info
It's
dump.
never just a piece of wood.
Okay.
Never, ever just a piece of wood. You should know that by now.
So anyway, what was it you were telling Katrina? Was it something important that I should have been paying attention to?
Well, I didn't continue. I was asking Katrina, do you think that there's some sort of divination magic or some kind of spell that we could find, or perhaps create later, that could help me locate the rest of the tree? There's... If what my father says is correct, then there's the remnants of a wizard cabal horde buried underneath it. It would be the collection of the pine barrows, and possibly the weavers, or what was left of them.
If they have some sort of protections to hide it, that'll be difficult, but this could actually serve as almost like a key to bypass those protections. If we cannot do it directly with a spell, we could probably do a ritual that would, using this as a form of familiarity or intimacy, pierce those protections.
Not to mention, me, bloodline probably would help.
Oh, Kurtal, we know you're not anybody special.
Jesus.
Yeah, well, Kurtal, I'll just sort of... Anyway, if we can think of that later, I would appreciate it. If we could find the remains of an old wizard cabal, especially wizard kings, of their power, who knows what we could find? Information, items, magical spells.
Maybe we'll find Zodius's old staff there.
It's not impossible, actually.
Why would Zodius's staff be there? I don't know. It's an old cabal. Moving on.
Yeah. I mean,
Yep, now then Kurtal just sort of tuck the
possible.
stick away back into his bag.
And everybody laughs at Poogie till you get there and you see Zodius's staff.
Yeah.
And then she called dibs like 3 years ago. So everyone's mad.
I'll just let you know, if we ever find Zodius's staff, I call it now. Shocker.
Well, I mean, Spilius Samir was in there for a while. That's
Okay.
a designer.
Alright, so, the question now is, what the fuck you guys gonna do?
Ah! I can still see Rolun's office. That was funny. Did Obrith give a date for the class that she would want Kurtal to teach, or
Yeah,
alright, when would that be?
some point in time.
Probably would have already happened,
for
remember?
you.
Uncle,
What?
would I know how many of these things are there?
Are there?
Not the stick, but the ones that own the sticks.
There are not many. They're rare.
Okay.
Very rare.
Can they planar walk, or are they stuck wherever they're at?
Oh no. They can planar walk.
What can their sticks do? Pray tell. What has it been told in fate that they can do?
Find water.
Okay, besides dousing rod stuff, is there anything special they can do?
No, of course he didn't. I mean, he's
It's just a magic stick of a Fey Lord. All it does is...
Oh, just a magic object belonging to a Fey Lord. Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, but is that the stick or the thing? That's the real question. Is that
Hey,
the
Lord,
stick?
what the hell are you talking about?
The Norn. Whatever. Okay, the Norn. Okay, is it the Norn that do it, or is it the stick that does it?
Man, if I knew what we were talking about, I'd probably be much more
You
impressed.
don't know exactly too much details about it. There's a lot of rumors. You
right.
really don't know how to separate. You just know that's a well-known myth.
All right, listen up, kiddies. Here's some text dump. Lorddom. Okay.
Well,
So
do
can
it-
I just... Oh,
no, do it in character because I want to Kurtal just piss his pants.
Okay, so when did you have him look at this?
After,
Before we left.
Yeah, while we were walking out of their home office, whatever it was.
Had me do it and not the fucking Archmages. Are you stupid? All right.
Since I don't know what it is, yes!
Yeah, he doesn't fucking know that it's extra planar, dude.
To my knowledge, this is a stick.
It's a stick from some magic tree.
Well, you know what? It's about to get a whole lot more magic. Well, he looks at it and he'd spellcraft it and look at it, and after a while, his eyes light up. You're like, do any of you know what a Norn is?
Not a clue.
Planar check DC 20 to know what a Norn is.
Okay, let me see if she actually knows. She can make that. She
I
can
think I
make
got like
that.
plus 12
Real
to...
question is, will you?
Probably not, but she could.
That's just
so
to
I'll.
know,
Nope.
Oh my god!
I've heard the word before.
So close.
The Norm is, but not a Norn.
I've heard the name, but I have literally no idea what it is.
Oh, hold on. Let's see. I want to see if Poogie knows. This would be hilarious if she's like crits it. Yeah, I know everything about him.
I was best friends with one back in college.
Fucking hurt.
That's the thing, roll. That's awesome.
All right, Kurtal. You only know. Oh wait, did you roll above a 25? Yeah, you rolled 25. Okay, all right. So Kurtal, you know pretty much. Here. There you go. You know pretty much that. Don't ignore recent history.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Kurtal ignored recent history, not you.
Yeah.
I don't see a
I have
recent
to
history
ignore
yet
it,
thing.
too.
Or is that at the bottom?
At the bottom of the page.
Oh, okay.
All right, so go ahead, Tucker.
Well, if he asked the question,
I do know of them. They're fey creatures, to the best of my knowledge. They're powerful. I've read them in a book when I was studying for my classes.
well, well, if I could fill you in, then they are. Some call them fates. They see the future and all of that. They are linked to First World, so it does not surprise me that much that of all the artifacts that he had, it was this. This is one of their walking sticks, I believe. Oh, that's good ass planes roll. That's better than what I got last time. As such, oh, never mind. I'm getting more,
Go ahead.
more dead.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. As such, I believe, if what I've read is to be true, some of their magic has worn off on this. You might be able to divide a bit from it.
Like if I tried to identify the object, I could learn more about it, or I could divine a location.
Divine the future, Kurtal.
Oh,
They are fates, not encyclopedias. Brother. I don't know how it works, and I don't know if even the Archmagus knows how it works. But I know that that's what it's supposed to do. So if it belonged to one of your ancestors, he probably knew how to use it.
Oh, that sounds special. Hey, Kurtal, can I have it?
Is it Poogie
Once
or
I figure
Cassia?
That's poopy.
Yeah, but did you dream
Maybe
it?
after I finish figuring out how to work, Spooky.
Okay. I just want to know if we can control like fate and stuff. Wouldn't that be cool?
That'd be terrifying.
No, I could decide which of my children are going to be smart, which ones I want to make stupid.
Fair enough.
Sollyn will sigh.
Well, wouldn't that
What?
be good to know ahead of time?
I suppose.
Wouldn't you rather have the mystery? It's a bit exciting, don't you think? Yeah, fair enough. I wouldn't want the mystery either.
No, because then you could just kill all the ones that are dumb. Don't waste your time.
I don't suppose you know anything else about this.
And I don't know if this is of more or equal value to you. It can let you know where someone is born and where someone has died.
Well, that's... I'd have to know if it was a tuned suit. And...
Still, in the grand scheme of things, I believe seeing the future is far more useful.
I lit up like a fucking Christmas tree.
Did you say you lit up like a Christmas tree?
No, I would. Like, I've tied 2 places. But you're still here. What the fuck is this?
You're born 3.
Anyways.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, well, if that's the case, then it's probably aligned to suit it.
if this is what it should be, and it does not belong to whatever norm that it did, keep it on you. It should have to attune to you for you to get the more lucrative effects. As would all stronger magic items.
Okay. All that wonderful information has been shared. Everybody is ecstatic. What the fuck are you guys gonna do?
I'm leaving. I'm still going to Athul. Well, now I'm going to Athul.
Does Rolun have healing potions? I know you can do that cure thing, but do you have healing potions?
No, I've had healing potions for literally years.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
For literally years.
Sollyn called out to Ilaria.
Yeah.
Before you return to the front lines, would you like to meet the new sages of alchemy?
I suppose I should.
She's
See
in
where she's
Rolun's
from.
office. I'll accompany you there. I have class soon,
I mean,
anyways.
Netherlands, right?
That's what I meant. That's what I said. Sorry.
Sollyn has post-traumatic stress. He just fucking everywhere's Wallon.
So does freaking Uncle, apparently. You were doing the same thing earlier. Yeah.
Okay.
No, Uncle meet her.
By the way, earlier I forgot about it at the time. Didn't you say she had offered me a job, and I think we got distracted with other things?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, she offered you a job.
So I'll
And you
talk
just
to her.
ignored her.
We started talking about other things, and
Got lost in her eyes.
You ought to invite her to dinner up at your house.
Oh
Someone's
god, that
gonna
went
take
so
money from
well.
the Cabal fund and use it to buy fucking furniture.
There is no Cabal fund.
Not
It is
anymore.
indeed. We
It's
used to our
gone.
fucking house. We used to our fucking house.
Yep.
But yeah,
Okay.
Sollyn would have asked her about that.
You guys are. Well, she wanted to know whether you wanted to do work for her.
Sorry, Bart, you cut out halfway
She
through that.
wanted to know if you would want to work for her.
Sollyn would be happy to.
Do you want to be a producer or a teacher?
It depends what I'm producing and who I'd be teaching, I guess.
You be teaching and producing children.
Say that again.
I was about to say, was
Someone's
we
gonna-
heard that wrong?
Did she say that actually?
No.
Okay.
Teaching, of course, would be teaching. You could assist her as an assistant, but of course, you'd mostly just be an assistant. You're not skilled enough to really teach yet. But you could help the candlelights and all. You'd essentially be assistant teacher. And or you could work and just dedicate time to producing potions and stuff and ingredients.
Sollyn would work as a teaching assistant, I think, if she needs an assistant.
All right, she takes you on as a teaching assistant.
Okay.
You're going to teach
Looking-
candlelights how to process raw spell components.
Oh god, I'm gonna get blown up.
This is called wizard salt.
You remember, you have to eat it.
And the murders begin anew.
I think Aubreth is showing a bit of favoritism.
Okay. Alright, so you guys are walking to meet Aubreth. You're walking down the hall, and something bounces against the wall.
Paddock.
You turn your head to
Please.
see what it might be, and then you hear a giggle springing forth to thee.
So, Ilaria, perception check of 2 to hear Sollyn mutter, "Oh no."
Just kidding. Sollyn, you just wait though. He's waiting for you. Alright.
He's
Now
out there
you're
somewhere.
back in the Lyceum. You're the target. You're walking down the hall, and you guys encounter somebody walking in the opposite direction. Kaboof!
Dietrich.
Oh, Dietrich, it's been a while. Good to see you again.
Ilaria. Sollyn. It has been a while. How are you two doing?
Not too bad.
Slightly stressed about the impending end of the world, but other than that, not too much.
Yeah, other than that, yeah. I'm shocked with that.
Yeah, it's a bit nerve-wracking. How much do you know about it?
A bit.
A lot.
Alright then.
Ilaria, you may want to consider how much is a lot, considering you're not in the same cabal as Zodius Vane.
I'm not. Compared to literally everyone else that isn't an Exarch or Exarch or Dietrich, I know a lot.
Fair. Yeah.
Well. I think you guys should be, I think you guys are going to be okay. Don't worry about it.
Well, I mean, to be honest, I think I'm sort of in the best boat here. If all the Drow win, hey, look at me, I'm blue. If Harpo kills everybody, I'm in his cabal. And if the Lyceum kills everybody, I'm in the Lyceum. So, you know, best of all three worlds.
Yeah, I don't think you'll be happy if the Drow win.
Yeah, no, probably not, but maybe I won't be dead.
It's not really the Drow, by the way.
I know. Well, to some extent, but
I'm not sure exactly. It's this Zabanyip character and his other influences he has.
every time Ilaria says the name of some dark god, Sollyn's just gonna give her a look like,
We're in the Lyceum. She doesn't say that shit outside the Lyceum.
You still
you barely whisper the fucking words, Lady L. but fucking like
Well, 'cause
the
fuck her,
dark
'cause
god
she's
of like
immediately
Cthulhu
here.
mythos. You're like,
She's
whatever,
immediately
fuck 'em.
here. She can just fucking teleport her ass over. Like it doesn't. There's no skin off her back.
Well, you guys know that things are very hectic here. You know, everybody's been pulled to duty, and things are very occupied every moment. So
Yeah, like Lyriel.
so hopefully everybody's spending their time to the utmost potential. But hey, while I'm here, I do have something to give each of you. Actually, so I figure I'll go ahead and give it to you.
Oh sure.
He digs around in his shirt and then pulls out several envelopes. Hands one to Ilaria, hands one to Sollyn, and hands Ilaria several others.
Okay. I'm guessing it's the rest of Cabal.
Yes, for the rest of the ball.
Okay.
I'm not sure what it is, but I'm sure it's nothing special. Anyway, hopefully I'll see you guys again soon.
You too, Dietrich.
Just take care of yourself. Just relax. Enjoy the time you got free. Make sure you don't waste it.
Working on it, but no one's making it difficult.
You mean Wolon?
Son of a bitch! I'm dead, and they're still blaming me for everything.
Yeah, I wonder what his issue with Driders is. So maybe it's just because you have prior training coming
Maybe
here.
he's just arachnophobic. I hate
Maybe he's
that
afraid of
motherfucker.
spiders.
Regardless of what it is, I'm...
Okay. Dietrich will nod at you and just walk off. Like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your Cabal
Was there-
means shit to me.
Is there any name on this envelope, or is it just like
Yes,
envelope?
each one has a name. One says bitch. That's yours.
Yeah, but I didn't know if there was like a from name. But if not, I'll just open it up as we're walking and start reading it.
Dun 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 dun.
It's a flyer too with the leaky cauldron. Where the fuck it is? It's not a leaky cauldron.
It's a
What
flyer
was
to
it called?
Dietrich's stand-up show down at the bottom of the Lyceum.
He
Hello?
gives us a free drink if we take to see him.
Okay.
I would go see it.
Okay. Ilaria and Sollyn both need a perception check. And Ilaria, what you see inside is the following.
Oh.
I want to say it was a pinup poster of Dietrich for saving my life. Fucking Aeropostale style poster.
Okay, and both of you make a stealth check.
Stealth. Okay. So
Probably
people
for
can't
our
read
reactions.
it.
Don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it.
Dang, son.
Oh,
That
on
shit.
your
is
tiptoes.
including-
Look at us.
Yeah,
Alright.
that stealth check is including my size modifier, by the way.
Okay. So, you try to peer at each other's letters, and you're like, just fucking punch each other in the face. So, wham!
No, I wouldn't try. I wouldn't try to look at his letter. I mean, I figure if it's like not secret, he would tell me. Like it's not.
Okay. It says that.
Okay.
And then inside is a silver commendation.
Oh,
Okay.
Does it have a name addressed on it?
Yes.
Oh, by the way, I meant to ask you, can commendations be transferred?
No.
No.
Okay.
Nope. They're registered to you.
Okay.
Huh.
There goes my plan to buy all the commendations for my Cabal mates.
Yeah. It's an enterprising idea.
good thing Rolun can't give out commendations. Otherwise, anyone with 30 platinum would be getting a commendation.
I mean, what do you think? Akriven, was that her name? Annabelle? That's basically what she does.
Oh, why
you
is no
pay
one
me,
told
I'll
Sollyn
look.
this?
Well,
Because you need to learn it on your
Cabal
own.
doesn't really know her, is the issue. Cabal 1 doesn't really know her. Ilaria's met her once, like, yo, you're a person. And that was literally like the instant of the meeting.
Man, I'm fully willing to believe that Dietrich is like some simulacrum of Zodius when he was really young, before he started dyeing his hair red.
Possible. Not likely.
Dude, I'm fully willing to accept it because it's something just like a wizard, like Zodius would do. Like, oh, I've invited a member to my cabal. It's this kid.
It's really just me.
I don't see why Zodius would make himself young again. He looked fucking hot, I bet.
Because
seen
he's
Dietrich?
more... He's trying to make people listen to him not for his beauty, but for his intellect.
Well, bits of beauty helps.
It's true.
Okay.
It's true.
All right. So that is it. So you got a silver commendation.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You go back and return it. Everybody gets a silver commendation. Mark it down from Zodius Vane for your services to the Lyceum and Harn. You can cash that shit in for money.
Can you
We
really?
can't.
Oh,
Where?
it's
Where at?
It's silver.
Oh, that's stupid.
Well, that's stupid. I don't like that.
Yeah, I just realized how that fucking
And nobody
Oh,
notices anything odd about the commendations. No, they are not a magical trap. Do not throw them away. I'm just fucking with you. But now you're thinking, aren't you? That's right.
No.
I need to do something. I forgot to have rolled.
I've been fucking thinking.
All right. So you guys arrive at the instruction area. Two. And poof. And okay. Black Panthers unite. You're there. You walk in. Abrith is standing there. Looks like she's got several books in her hands, and she's placing several on the shelf and pulling some off. Looks like she's just generally reordering them.
Excuse me, Abrith.
She will stop and turn around. Look at you, and then her. Yes. Sollyn.
This is Ilaria. She's in from the front lines for a bit, and I figured she might as well get to meet you.
Ah. She squats down, sets the books on the ground, then stands up and walks over. It is a pleasure to meet you, Ilaria Lucivia.
Lucivia. Not.
Yes.
Only in the Lyceum.
I have read about you and your cabal. She keeps saying that to everybody in the cabal. I have read about you, you know. I know everything. You have
There's
done
probably
much
a lot
for
of-
the Lyceum.
There's a lot to read.
You have my sympathies.
I kind of sense I'm gonna sense more of that because I don't know if Ilaria would immediately like know what the fuck she means.
You're in that cabal. You have my sympathies.
You don't know what the fuck she means. She's just looking at you with these very cool, curious eyes.
All right. Wisdom check. To see if I just say something stupid. Mildly stupid, okay. What do you mean by that? Sympathies for... I mean, there's a lot to have sympathy for, but...
About your first Cabal.
Ah, I see. Yeah. Me too. They were good people.
What were their names?
Oosh. Oh god, I have it. Uncle, I fucking have it. Unless I got deleted.
Payback,
I fucking have it.
motherfuckers! Yes! For all the times you make me come up with fucking names. You and Sollyn get that question 20 times.
Go for it. Open up Don John now.
2 were from Molarin, Jackson Resher, and Bertram Moralton. York Tullo Sarukma. He's a prodigy. Not exactly sure where he was from. And Lionel Fitzspringer from Lyriel.
Harbrief nods. It is good that you survived and lived through the experience. I'm sure it has made you stronger.
It definitely has. If only it made me a little bit more fire resistant.
She smiles. For a moment.
I don't know if it was in those reports, but I've had a few unfortunate fireballs to the face randomly. Working a scroll once and then also opening a tent flap. I've been doing better lately, though. I've gotten pretty lucky.
Sollyn's like, yeah, she takes a lot of balls to the face.
Which isn't true. Nice.
Abrith looks on jealously.
So, are you from the Darklands?
Yes.
Let me see if I pick up on the accent.
Okay.
Skill check.
Linguistics or wisdom?
Linguistics.
Wizzy has a penalty. Okay. You believe that it's a Western sounding accent. It's very mild and very muddled. You can't really say whether it's from the main capital or not. It kind of just has a very vague, muddled accent from around that region.
Okay. From the Western Shelf, I can tell, but where specifically? I might know. I'm from there as well. I might know this town. Town is not the word. What the fuck you use for Darkland cities?
Ghetto.
Yeah.
Just cities. I don't know why. What else would use?
Yeah, but I mean for like smaller ones, you wouldn't use town. I don't think that. No, it doesn't sound like a Darklands thing. I don't know.
Hollow.
A hollow sounds better. Yeah.
A deposit.
A deposit. Yeah. Deposit actually sounds perfect because you just it's like we're squatting here. Fuck everyone. We've left the city. And then cities spring up around deposits. Yeah. Anyways.
Okay. What is it? Damn it, Callistica. Fucking.
Odistica is the
Odistica.
capital.
I am from Odistica.
Ah, I see. I'm from Setipia, not far away.
But it's good you're here now. We need more drow here at the Lyceum. You're an alchemist?
Ah, yes.
You do not spend much time here. She turns and walks back towards the bookshelf. Why is that?
My duties with the guard, unfortunately, pull me away, especially as of late. I really should get back to my studies at some point.
If you are a member of the guard, why are you here?
I've taken leave, and I'm about to head out very soon. Today. Came back to report some information I got From up north.
She bends down, picks up books, starts setting them on the shelves. What information?
No. About the Lyrial struggle. I was around. If you haven't heard about it yet, you will. Harpo's posited himself on Lyrial.
Oh, Sollyn. I have heard some about this. Well, she finally sets the last one in there and walks back. That is why we are so busy here. She guys back and forth between the two of you. Was there
I
something
imagine
you needed?
No, I just thought I'd come to meet you and say hello. So I'd recognize you, I guess. Shrug. No, honestly, just Sollyn insisted I come meet you. So I did.
I figured Drow and the Lyceum should get to know each other.
That's true. Have you met Jerruk yet, Alberth?
Yes, I have met him.
Oh, good. So I should introduce you to him at some point. Have you met him?
I've met him very briefly, I believe.
Oh, I see.
He's the viceroy of Westphalia, right?
East.
East.
East, okay.
East.
And- Yeah, I think I've met him very briefly.
Well, hopefully I will see the two of you here at some point. I know I will shall see Sollyn.
Yes.
God's willing, this battle won't be as drawn out as it seems it will be.
Hopefully. And try not to die this time.
Hopefully.
Oh, you know, I always try.
The rules have been updated, and if you die this time, there may be trouble.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there'll be trouble anyways, because, I mean, I'm on a battlefield. It's hard to get my corpse back.
Alright, you can make a diplomacy check to try to set your rep with her. And if you want to ask something or say something, you can.
Oh gee, I wonder if Ilaria will have a good rep.
She seems
she
unimpressed by Ilaria so far.
Aha, she likes men. We have confirmed. Anyways.
She may also take a penalty due to the fact that she's not going to be here at
Yeah, exactly.
Alchemy.
Was you gonna ask anything? Oh, she'll ask what she knows. What do you know about the Adistican exodus to the surface? Do you know anything about that?
She stares at you for a moment. Just stares at you like, why would you dare ask me that question? And then she just starts speaking.
Larry just stares back like not understanding.
That's just the way she stares at everybody. And then she says, I am not sure if Adistica has collapsed or not, but I do know that they were under siege at some point not long ago. It is believed that they were collapsing and migrating to the surface.
I've been trying to figure out how to welcome our brothers and sisters so they don't ally themselves with these cultists.
I believe that's what my father was working on as well.
It's a concern of mine.
Yes, you know his methodology.
Yes. That's right. No, I was curious. I really should be getting back now. Is there anything else you needed, Sollyn?
No, I should be good.
Well,
Here.
it's good to meet you, Albert.
She walks over, picks up a glass flask, not a glask, a glass flask. Walks over and hands it to you. Alright? If you're going to battle, I will give you this.
Oh. Appreciate it, and then I'll try to figure out what the fuck it is.
It looks like liquid bubblegum. It's got the nice bubblegum pink flavor. Okay.
Is it a lust draft?
Fuck you for knowing what that is. First off.
Yes,
It's Pepto Bismol, in case you get an upset stomach.
That's
on the
not
battlefield.
Pepto-Bismol.
Okay. You recognize that this is a magic potion. You do not recognize what it is beyond that. It has many ingredients in it.
Okay. A 33 doesn't do it. Jesus fucking Christ.
You can try to spellcraft it.
Yeah, let me do that. I forgot. That's another thing you can do. Imagine I'm doing this as I'm leaving too, so it's not like, oh, you stand here and expect what you just gave to me
Actually,
as a gift.
she's an alchemist, so she actually just made that right then and then handed it to you.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
She threw two things together and bam, magic potion.
Uncle still salty about the alchemist class.
Yeah, I would be too, man. That's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard of in my life.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Spellcraft is pretty good. You realize that that there is an elixir. It is an elixir of several spells. Just trying to think if you can fucking identify that with that. No, not without the identify spell.
Okay. She'll figure that out later. Does she have identify? I think she got identify eventually. Maybe she didn't. If not, she'll have someone do it for her before she leaves, just so she knows what the fuck she's inviting.
But she does
Maybe
tell
ask.
you. She does tell you to, if
She wouldn't
you're in a life-threatening situation or you're injured, that will help you.
This isn't Nam when you can ask what the potion does before you drink
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
That's true. I'll look at it for a minute. See, it's an elixir. What spells are in it? I'd have to study it with identify. Figure asking is easier.
This is an elixir. Dun, da, 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 of protection from energy fire, protection from energy cold, and lesser celestial healing.
Cool. Okay, let's see. Elixir of stuff. Protection.
Hey, Uncle,
// cold.
do you rule that casting spells with the evil descriptor cause your alignment to shift towards evil?
It hurts it, yes. It's not an
Okay.
immediate shift.
Does casting well, yeah, not immediate shift, but like pulls it that way. Does casting spells with the good alignment do the same thing?
Nope.
But in the other direction?
Not unless you're actually evil. It can
Okay.
shift you off of evil.
Okay.
Okay, so it only shifts you to neutral.
As long as it didn't become a paladin off of casting great
Oh.
celestial healing.
So lesser celestial healing, you said?
Yes.
And fire and cold?
Protection from fire, protection from, cold.
Oh, this is much
Well, actually, you know what?
appreciated.
No. She wouldn't have done cold. Does anybody know what the resistances are for demons? What damage? What damages they normally do? It's acid and fire.
Acid is common. Electricity is...
Wait, what damage they do or what damage they resist?
They do.
They do.
Demons,
Fire.
obviously fire.
Yeah, I know that.
It's
Acid
fire
is
and
common.
unholy.
Fire, unholy, and some of the spellcasty ones do electricity.
A lot of
And some do
poison
acid
as
too.
well.
Acids, yeah, poison.
The ones that are acid are typically the ones that are underwater.
Okay,
It's
so
true.
it's going to be protection from fire, protection from acid.
Okay.
Just
That's
go with
good.
that. That's good enough.
Yeah, not a whole lot of ice demons.
Yeah.
Well, you say that, but there's a shit ton of ice devils.
Okay.
I'll keep an eye out and on the battlefield for some reagents on the mount to bring back.
And if you have any free time available, we could always use assistance with producing potions.
You're not, of course.
It is good to see you again, Sollyn. And then she turns and walks back.
As I plan my great escape out of the room.
Poof! You have been
Trying to go
smited,
through the
bitch!
walls.
Okay.
That's right. I can feel it. That's right.
Okay. Alright. Rolun, are you going to Athul?
No, I needed to do something first. I forgot. I was going to do it.
What are you doing?
I'm going to fucking rank up.
Copycat.
Have you done everything to rank up?
Yeah, I'm good to go.
Alright. What rank do you want to rank up to?
Wizard 1.
Sages first.
Yeah,
You missed your chance, Tucker. You
I
missed your
want
chance.
to go up to Sages 1. No, Wizard 1. I'm up for Wizard 1 now.
Okay. Acquire the recommendation of one superior, 2 peers, 1 subordinate.
Hang on.
Write it down who they are.
I already did. I sent the list to you a long time ago. Hang on.
Do it again. Status of a good standing wizard, second circle for a minimum of 1 year. Have you been in the second circle for 1 year?
Fuck
Yeah.
yes. It's been there for like
It's been over a year.
Escort to walk for either peers or subordinates as a wizard. Yep. Research and design a ritual rank level 2 or higher. You haven't done that yet.
Yes, I did.
Oh yeah. You're fucking
Did you look at it? Please, God, tell me you looked at it.
Not yet. I didn't have time.
Oh my God, dude.
But I didn't have time. I mean, I forgot.
He told you a week after that one day, whenever it was.
Yeah.
You even rolled for it, and you said I'll do it before next Thursday.
I said it's likely I would. Well,
Yeah, he said I might do it before next Thursday.
He rolled low on the D100.
yeah.
It's true.
Yeah. So, I did read it, actually. We'll have to discuss it, though. It's not good. Actually, it's good. It's just, it's like very different than what you originally had, so we're going to have to discuss it.
Yeah, I know.
But I like the changes you made. Let's see. All right. So, yeah, you're set. So they tell you, okay, the next Wizard's Circle.
I can't find the list. I'll just send a new list.
The Wizard's meeting is... Mark your calendar, motherfucker. Here it comes. It's going to be... Give me Fate Keeper 1.30... 1.28. Well, you suck, Nick. Next one's Neth the 16th. The odds of you getting... Hey, there was a chance it could have been on the 28th.
That's not much better.
So it's like 2-3 weeks.
Yeah. Okay. Sollyn, you're ranking up to what rank?
Next time he ranks up, it will be second circle.
Are you ready yet?
I do not. I've been working part-time cleaning the streets for, unless that counts as volunteer. I'm not sure if the two overlap.
Okay. You've been what? Let me see.
Cleaning the streets for Wolong.